Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel guys. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a BMW and you guys recently replaced timing chain. Let's say you replaced timing chain and you're trying to start the vehicle and it does not run right. We're going to explain guys what can cause that and if why the vehicle may not run correctly. Even though the timing is set perfect, the vehicle still may not run correctly. So stay with us and we'll cover everything from start to finish. Now another thing guys, we'll share some information that can save you $5,000 to $10,000 on a BMW vehicle. So stay with us and we'll explain guys what can cause problems and that can lead to very expensive repairs as well. Quick introduction: every single car we get at the shop guys, including this one here, we make at least on every BMW over 300 videos guys. Why we do that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video guys. Hopefully you will find the information helpful. All the tools and parts guys that we use in our videos, or if you need to buy any specific tools, check out guys the links in the description of the video below and we share them for your convenience. So we did just a timing chain replacement on that BMW right here guys. Okay, this is the timing chain. Timing chain failed. Okay, this is the 4-cylinder gasoline 2.0 engine. It's known as N20 engine timing chain. Guide failed guys, and only at 87,000 miles, 87,599 miles guys. And I want to show you here guys, we were lucky that we didn't bend the valves. Okay, we jumped 3 teeth on the intake camshafts clockwise, which means that we didn't bend any valves. We were probably 95% sure that the valves are fine, but now you won't be so lucky guys if it breaks, because 9 out of 10 people probably will have severe engine damage, bent valves, and you will end up rebuilding your engine or getting a used one. That cheapest one right now, they sell for probably used ones for about 4,000 to 4,500 plus tax installation. That's expensive guys, right? So some early models are affected by that. Google some. We have more guys on our channel what we found on the forums and what we share. We cannot confirm that it's a BMW problem, but many people say that vehicles made before March 2013 with that engine experience quite a few problems now. So right here guys, we put new timing chain, we went ahead, started the car, and it was guys terrible. Okay, that car was running like crap. I mean, it started, it was smoking, it was misfiring, it was vibrating, it died. It started again, kept doing that guys. My heart almost sank guys, because okay, at that point I'm like, that will be expensive, because I probably thought, okay, we have bent valves, we have more problems, timing probably is off, even though we use the special tools and we've done it many times in the past. Sometimes it's easy to make a mistake guys, but we verified everything, everything's good, and I want to show you guys what we did. So now, as you know guys, most of the newer ones nowadays, even the older ones, the new ones, they come with direct fuel injection. It is kind of like the diesel engines, they spray fuel directly in the cylinders, so they have a high pressure fuel pump usually under the cover. Some older models that do not have high pressure fuel pump may experience that problem too, and I want to show you guys, okay, what I'm talking about here now. So I'm going to poke the scanner quick. I want to show you a few things. Okay, let me grab the key quick. I forgot the key for the car, so I'll just poke the scanner super quick and then I'll show you guys, okay, what I'm talking about. So perfect, scanner is working. Now let me show you what we got here guys. I'm going to turn the ignition switch on and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll turn the ignition switch on. One thing guys that you can do to actually make your car run a little bit better at first, turn the ignition on without pressing the gas pedal if you have the smart key, without starting the car. If you have manual key, just turn it before you start the car. Let it stay for maybe about 15-20 seconds, turn it off, turn it back on. What it does now guys, the fuel pump runs in the fuel tank and it builds pressure in the fuel system because the fuel system is empty. So we will leave the ignition key on. And now guys, another thing, when the car didn't run good, okay, this scanner guys, by the way, is amazing. If you're on the market for a good scanner, pretty much dealer level equipment without the programming, check this thing out. We'll have the link in the description of the video below guys. It works on so many cars, okay, it's simply amazing. You can even work on Ferrari and Lamborghini. I just click VIN, auto detect, and it's going to decode everything on its own and tell us which vehicle we have. So check it out now. It's going to do all that for us. it will tell us 528i with the N20 engine. I did the diagnostics earlier already, and I want to share guys how we fixed our car. 528i N20 engine, we confirm this is the correct one. Perfect. Now turn the ignition off. He did turn it on its own. That computer is smart, I'm telling you guys. Now it's counting, countdown. Check it out. 1. He turned it back on automatically. How smart that thing is, right? So now it's going to establish communication, guys. And one thing that I want you to check, okay? First, what I usually do, I clear all the codes, and I'll show you where I go. I do auto scan, but you can go to, okay, to drive, check your engine computer, read the codes there under engine computer. No fault codes detected. The codes that we were getting earlier, guys, okay, let me explain what we were getting earlier. Misfire. Okay, we got a misfire, multiple misfires or multiple cylinders, it said, then a misfire on cylinder number 4. It said it deactivated the fuel injection on cylinder number 4 and cylinder number 2. And why does that? It actually deactivates the fuel injectors if it detects misfires on that cylinder. So that way, guys, okay, the car will not keep pumping fuel in those cylinders if they do not work, because first it will wash out the cylinders, it will cause wear out if you keep driving the car, it will cause damage to your catalytic converter, so it does all that on its own, guys. And what caused those misfires? First of all, okay, it was the lack of fuel in the fuel system, because the high pressure fuel pump and all the pipes, little bitty pipes, 4 of them for 4-cylinder, they were out of fuel. For 4 cylinders you have 6, and it was having air in the system. And while we had the misfire, it actually made the spark plugs dirty too, blackish. So the car, guys, okay, because it wasn't running correctly, made one of the spark plugs dirty. We clean all the spark plugs. We reset all the codes, because if you do not reset the codes, okay, your computer will still think there is a problem with the engine and the misfire, and it will deactivate certain injectors. So you don't want that to happen, guys. What we did, we cleared everything. So what I just did, auto scan, cleared all the codes, restarted it. It gave us a code again for multiple misfires. I reset the codes 2 times, guys, and the 3rd time was a charm. Check it out now. If I start it now, no problems at all, guys, after the timing chain replacement. So I just wanted to do that, guys, so I can tell you what to expect and not to freak out so much, because sometimes things are a little bit more complicated. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful to any of you trying to do that. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.